July the 15th to the 17th was the annual Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam. This year, I decided to take part. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you my attempt at making a game for the first time. Welcome to my new channel. For those of you who don't know what a game jam is, basically, you have 48 hours to make a game as good as you can. You get given a theme, so for this game jam, the theme was Roll of the Dice. Over 20,000 people participated in the GMTK game jam, and over 6,000 entries were submitted. And if you want to see where my game ranked amongst those, you're going to have to stick around until the end of the video. Fortunately, I had some experience making a game before. At school during IT, we used Game Maker, the software Legends, to make a game for our coursework. But that doesn't really compare to the scale of this. So for this, I use Unity to make a game. I'm just going to show it to you right now. This is what I made. I know what you're thinking. It's amazing. It looks brilliant. It's just so colourful and vibrant. Or just look at all those colours that I used. Anyway, so you go through, you roll your dice, you effects, different things in the game. So you've got ammo for the player, damage for the player, health for the player. You've also got damage for the enemies, health for the enemies, and the number of enemies, which is, some of these are definitely equal, But if you get enemy health low, it's obviously going to make the game easier. Higher health for the enemies makes it harder. More enemies makes it harder, unless they've got no health, of course. Or you do loads of damage. Yeah, so that's what makes this game interesting. You've got different enemies as well. You've got 3 different types. One of them just follows you. It's got like a big O face. He goes, just chasing you down. He doesn't go very fast. Yeah, so here's the easy one. Then you've got like the angry faces, like the side bits, and the sad faces. The sad faces just shoot bullets in a straight line, they don't move. So do the angry faces, they don't move, but they shoot homing bullets, which are red, obviously. And of course, in this game, there are no bugs. You can't die for no reason whatsoever. At the end of each round, once you've killed all the enemies, you get the chance to upgrade one of your dice. Pretty simple. You upgrade the dice. How does it upgrade? You get more spots on it. Fairly simple. Because everyone knows that these 4-sided dice can have as many faces if you want. If you just animate it like that. I know, it's brilliant. Such good animation. So that pretty much just sums this up. You point to shoot. The bullets just go in the direction of the mouse when you click. It was a pain to set up because apparently no one online knew how to do it properly, so it actually worked for me. I mean, when do they? You eventually find a tutorial. I did that in the last 2 hours as well, which is a massive mistake. It took way too long to sort when I really should have been, playtesting the game so it was more balanced and probably putting more sounds in because it's got basic sounds. Yeah, brings me on to the sounds. I know, they're amazing. One of them is like a chopping board noise. I recorded that on my phone. Just my mum chopped something. She was chopping like carrots. Chop. And then you edit it to put like reverb and stuff on it. And the other one is just going. You make the cluck noise. And yeah. It's that, but with some sound effects on it as well. Right, so I know this isn't the greatest game, but I think it actually turned out alright. I mean, it's not the worst thing on the planet. You can play it. There's not too many bugs apart from dying occasionally. Yeah. I mean, I managed to get most of them out. Most of the art in the game is, I made all of it myself, so it's pretty terrible, but, I'd never used the software I used to make it before, so I was like, I got no clue how to make anything. And then I eventually figured out how to draw a circle, and then put the circles on the corners of the screen, and it was the most inefficient way of drawing things ever. I need design help. It's bad. The game would have looked a bit better with some animation. Probably would have felt nicer, and it's definitely something I could have improved on. Right, moving on. Let's have a look at how I prepared for the game jam. So I knew I wanted to use Unity because you've really got 2 options when it comes to making a game these days. You can use Unreal Engine or you can use Unity. Unity, obviously, is awesome, so I chose that. Unreal Engine Pipe's got some cool new features and stuff, but really you just pick one and go for it. I found a course online which taught me how to use Unity to make 2D games. This was probably a massive mistake because it didn't really teach me how to make games. It taught me how to use some features of Unity and to not make sprites for myself because they'd already been made for me. So it was a massive waste of time, really. But I did learn a good few things. But it didn't teach me how to relate global variables so I could have the player health being just one variable rather than having player health on all the different scripts, all the different sprites and objects. Yeah, but I figured that out as I went along. It was a lot easier to figure stuff out as I went along. On screen you can see some of the testing I did with Unity to make a game, and there's some amazing game features that have been added in here, like the rolling skater, because obviously the ball was rolling before, had to turn that off, and then he just doesn't move. It's just a lot of issues, but you fix them step by step, and that's really how I learned. I just made an issue for myself, googled how to do it, and then solved it, and it worked. Yeah. Right, so I bet you're all dying to know how well I did. So, considering there were 6,000 participants, yeah, I think I did quite well. I ranked in the top 50% overall, considering I got rank 3,061, and I'm not going to go off that one. I'm going to go off the enjoyment one because, let's be honest, creativity and presentation was not what I was going for. So, enjoyment, I got 1,927th, which means I'm in the top third, top 33%. Let's go. Really, I think I've done well for my first game jam, but obviously there's a lot of things I can improve on. I'm definitely going to have another crack at it next year. Maybe get some friends to join in, see if I can persuade them to make art for me, because I can't make art. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. I had to close the curtain because the sun, it's just bright outside. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. Please stick around to the channel. Do subscribe because I'm going to be pushing out more content, more and more. Hopefully I've got some cool things lined up that you can watch. It should be quite fun. But like I said, hope you have enjoyed. I think I did quite well for my first game jam. And enjoy your day.
Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more.